Wallander, about Russian activity in the Americas. In June, past June, President Ortega in Nicaragua authorized Russian troops, planes, and ships to deploy to Nicaragua for purposes of training, law enforcement, or emergency response. Russia called this a routine development. In September, Ortega reached an agreement with Putin to air Russian-produced media content through Russia's Sputnik radio network, available to more than 20 Nicaraguan state channels, broadcasting to the country's nearly 7 million people. In Venezuela, Russia has supported the oil industry, helped Venezuela skirt U.S. sanctions, and sent military personnel and equipment to the country. Some observers think that following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Maduro's fortunes have improved because, in large part due to our campaign to limit people using Russian oil revenues and the U.S.'s consequent need for other oil partners, the Venezuelan economy and energy situation has gotten better. So I want to ask a couple of questions about this. First, to Secretary Nuland. Russia state media conducts active disinformation campaigns in Latin America through outlets like RT in Espanol, Sputnik Mundo, and RT Play in Espanol. How is the department working with others to counter Russian disinformation efforts in the region?
Senator Kaine, thanks for this and for your support of our efforts to beat back both Russian malign influence and Chinese malign influence in the Americas. We have robust programs both through our Media Hub for Latin America, through all of our travel, and through our embassy platforms to speak back ourselves, but also strengthen investigative journalism and government journalists' understanding of how the Russian disinformation networks work and to be able to expose it as they see it. Of course, in countries like Nicaragua and Venezuela, who have set their lot with Russia, they're not so interested in hearing it, but we do what we can in the Americas more broadly with regard to that.
To Secretary Wallander, what's the DoD assessment of the level of Russian military activity in Nicaragua or more generally in the region?
Senator, the first and most important duty of the Department of Defense is to protect the American homeland. So the department is always devoting resources in tracking, monitoring, and planning to deter and defend against any threat to the homeland. The department does not currently assess that there is a heightened threat to the American homeland because of Russian presence, but it is something that is tracked and monitored every day. Russian presence facilitated by countries like Nicaragua is, of course, a major focus of tracking and watching. So I can reassure you that this is not lost upon us, but also reassure that we don't see a heightened threat in the current circumstance.
In recent visits to the region and discussion with heads of state there, the Chinese presence is very dominant economically and more military activity. And the Russian presence is not at the same level. And I think a number of folks there see it as more kind of opportunistic or to kind of annoy us. But we would be foolish to take it for granted. So we have to just keep monitoring it. And I appreciate the witnesses for your answers. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Kaine. Let me just join, and I really appreciate Senator Kaine's focus on the Americas. It's